Hello ladies and gents, I'm the Rev, and this is the Starpoint Gemini 2 Beginner's Guide Episode 6. We'll be going over the Dreadnaught and Carrier class. On the screen right now is our current Dreadnaught. And as always, I will be breaking up these two ships so that you guys can go right to the class of vessel that you want to see. And as always, we'll be doing a full breakdown, and I'm going to take you down here to the planet and show you what these guys have got to do, and then we're going to take it out for a little bit of combat. So hold on and let's go see what we got. So first things first, on the loadout screen we've got our shredder that you start with. And this time, I went a little bit different. I put railguns, so they don't have a long effective range, but you look at the hit points on them versus the plasmatic is only 330, versus this guy is 420. He's only 250, and I have no idea why I have him there, because I don't have enough of these. That would be why. Yes. Anyways, you can see an extended distance there on the right side for the Ripper, 3. Oh, there we go. So there's the railgun with the 420, so we'll just mount that there. And then I put a plasmatic in the back to give us a little, backup, since they always seem to be rolling up behind you. And then, instead of the normal hammer, which I have here in the rear position, or reverie, that's a missile with 233, we are going with the singularity weapon, one of the stronger weapons. You'll see it doesn't have the distance of the hammer, but it's got the average damage of 418, so it is quite the kicker. And then we have a fusion torpedo on this side, and again you can see distance versus average damage, and then another one here. Basically, I think this is one of the probably the best heaven weapons that you'll find in the game. And then, of course, we have the hammer, and you can see why they give you this to begin with, because it's got decent damage and incredible range. So let's move on to our enhancements here. Now, as always, you never want to go to just one station when you get your enhancements. I bounced all around. It's always good to start here at Trinity because it has most of the good ones, but you still want to bounce around and look and see what everyone's got. So see here we've got recharge, range, and crit chance, and that's on all of the light weapons. And then for the heavy weapons, we got crit, weapon range, and damage to veterans. When it comes to the powering systems down below, for a transporter, protection, capacity, and deflect incoming transport beams. Now, I don't think all of those are actually in the game yet, but again, this game is still in beta, and of course, as they go, I'll let you guys know as things update. Here we go, more system hit points, which makes my ship tougher, which is something you always want to keep in mind, especially if you're going to be taking your big bad ships into the enemy territory, or the heart of it, like I like to do. See, we got protection from hacks, speed, and power to engine time. Next, protection from hacks, power, recharge rate, which is very important because when you bleed your weapons down, you want those weapons to come back online as quick as possible. Shield strength, always a bonus. Always want that. You can see here, we're putting another 2,200 on our shield generators, which is very important, especially if we're going to take this beast into the heart of the Empire and have some fun. Then sensors, maxed out, hit points, protection from hacks, sensor radius. And then we have our system hit points yet again, grappler range, chance for the grappler to weaken shields of a grappled object. As you can see here, we've got plenty of fun things, but most of them just don't match up. Oh, well, as a light weapon, that's actually pretty good. That's actually better than what I have. Look at the range, average damage. It's not bad. Of course, as always, you want to grab your T drives, damage amplifiers, and Seths. If they have them, they are extremely expensive, but you'll see why we use them. And then, of course, your customized screen. Just Ripper. What can I say? I'm running out of names. I've named too many ships. So, let's launch again. And we will fade out here. And then I will cut to us. Alright, ladies and gents, I found myself quite a battle already. As you can see, we're almost completely surrounded.
Enemy in sensor range.
And we're fighting the Nixian Consortium. Show you real quick where we are on the map. I dropped myself right outside of planet Nix, and stuff started hitting the fan. I'm getting nailed. And we'll just keep spinning and grinning and kicking our big weapons out. Woohoo! Hoping we can do something here. Waiting for our next Seth to be deployed. What did I do? Oh, that's what I did. I was like, what is going on? Okay. So, another Seth. There we go. That'll start really bringing the firepower up here. Looks like we can bring a little bit more power to our weapons. There we go. 1 down, 2 down. There we go. There's another Dreadnaught. One just like us.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
Well, it looks like I've got some help here, but no, that's all me and my deploys. So, you can see in the screen, you can see it's not just me, but my Seths are deployed as well. Oh, there's a ship that's coming in. But she's doing pretty well here. Now, Nyx isn't right at the heart of the Empire, so this is probably a little bit easier. Oh, yeah, there we go. We are getting some help, all right. It's always a nice surprise.
Enemy in sensor range.
Looks like the rest of them are staying away from us for some reason. Oh, no. Looks like they're attacking that station. We might have to go over there and cause some problems after we clean up these little kids. Now, if you want, you can always, if you're not happy with the targeting, as always, you can just right-click on it and do it yourself. So you can see I'm just smoking this guy. And of course, I've got my Seths backing me up. I'm not going to drop another one yet, though, since we don't need it. 2 seems to be sufficient for this area. That's right, little Dreadnought. Time to die.
Target eliminated.
All right. Who else wants to get it? Oh, there we go. You guys can see the various types of weapons here as they go. As I spin her around. Sorry folks if I'm not talking too much. It does take a lot of concentration to roll some of these big boys down. Oh no you don't. You ain't getting out of here. What? He's trying. He's running like a little pansy. And I can't hit him.
Fire at will.
Ah well.
Manual targeting disengaged.
That's okay. What'll happen is they'll come back and try again. So there you go, folks. Give you an idea what it's like flying one of these. Now, if you want to see these guys in hard, full core action, I put a little 4-part series together on the last 4 of the big ships in the game. It's called Onslaught. You want to keep your eyes open for those, and I'll slowly be releasing those as I release the various beginner's guides, because I wouldn't want you guys seeing too much too early. So up next is going to be the Carrier class, where we're going to be playing with different types of fighters. So hold on, and I will be right back with the next ship. Alrighty, ladies and gents, here we go. Here is our Carrier class, the last in this fighting ship series. The next 2 will be the mining class ships that we use, the frigates and things of that nature. And so let's take this bad boy down. I'll show you what she's outfitted with, because it's not just about firepower. Now we've got to worry about our fighters. So we'll go down here and look at our loadout. Of course, we got our heavy shredder there. This time we're going all railguns. We've got our fusion torpedo, our singularity at the front, and on the sides we're going with the Revelry missile systems. And you can see there I've got extra damage, extra blast radius on those bad boys, and these guys are all about distance. And then we've got our bombers, or our fighters. This is one of the best ones I've found in the game. It's the Boston. You can see it does an average of 50 damage. This guy does an average of 25, but there's 4 instead of 3, and the fuel is 210, where the fuel here is only 200. And then this guy here is probably one of the most effective, can stay out the longest, 230, average 35, only 3 fighters, but still very doable. So again, we've got the battery energy recharge, weapon range, and crit. Shield damage, blast radius, and heavy weapons damage. We went a little bit shorter, so we have a little bit more punch close up, because we're going to be having more defense on our side now, and I'll show you that in a second. And then, of course, hit points, speed, maneuverability, all the good stuff there. Protection, power, recharge rate. As you can see, most things are bonuses out. Shields, energy resistance. This time I went, instead of just buffing the shields, I thought I'd throw in the various resistances, because everybody uses, you know, one of the 3. So that should help you with their weapons, heavy weapons fire. Then of course sensors, protection from habitants, system hit points. So you can see the hit points are nice and high, and a firewall, keep the nasties out. And then hit points, protection from hacks, grapple range, and mess with their shields. See, that's a great one because it bonuses the shit out of everything. And then we've got the hangar. And you've got to remember to actually put this in when you get this. Now, the Carrier isn't the only one. I think it starts a few grades, ship classes lower, if I remember correctly, and I think you can get them with battleships. Yeah, it's battleships, dreadnoughts, and carriers, I think currently are what you can get with your hangar. So what do we do for that? Hit points, fighter damage, fighter HP, and soak. So they can take more damage before they have to return or be destroyed. And they do more damage. So, and of course, as always, make sure whenever you can afford it, get plenty of those T drives, and my personal favorite, damage amplifiers, which are cheap comparatively, and you will need them. And of course, our Seth, which is our backup. And of course, you can customize, as always. This is the big beefy. And I didn't do too much, just so you guys can get a real good idea of what she looks like. So, we'll take her up here. And hold on one second. I'll go drop myself someplace real nasty in the Inner Empire. And we'll have ourselves a fight or two. Alrighty, ladies and gents. I think I found myself a nice, fun situation here. We've got multiple targets around us. I think things are going to get a little rough.
We've destroyed an enemy target.
Or maybe not.
Unfriendly target acquired.
Now, one of the things, as you're deploying everything, and you want to keep in mind as things start getting nastier and nastier. Oh, where'd that come from?
Enemy down.
Hey, look at that, level 50.
Hostiles confirmed in center radius.
Is, why don't we launch us some fighters? Very easy to do. There you go. And now they will continue to fight for you. They will come back. They will refuel and then go right back out. It's all automated. So once you launch them, all you have to do, remember, is before you T-jump out, is to bring them back in if you get yourself in too nasty of a situation. Something you always want to remember. Oh yeah, we're getting more and more fun here.
Hostile target eliminated.
Oh yeah, one of the big ones, huh? Oh, it's their own version of a carrier. Not a very good one, though. That one's not close enough, neither's that. So who else do we have to fight? Got this group that's coming in, that's always good.
Unfriendly target acquired.
More things popping up left and right. You can see my ship. Oh, look at that. They're all different colors. That's one of the cool things about it. Alright, we'll focus on him, get hit at him. Oh, they're already going after that one too. Oh, wow, they just destroyed that one. Yep. Oh. That wasn't one of my Seths, was it? It could have been. I've noticed that as I've been doing this series, they're now targeting the Seth platforms, which makes things a little bit more difficult, but... Alright, we've got more guys coming.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity. Enemy in sensor range.
Deploy another Seth.
Enemy in sensor range.
Woo, doggy, now we're getting in some fun here. That fleet's moving in. It's going to be on me in any sec. Keep those shields up, because you can be outnumbered very easily. Woohoo! Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it long here. I might have bitten off more than I can chew, folks.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the distance. Warning, shield collapse. Captain, shields are collapsing. Hostile target eliminated. One of our systems is critically damaged. Defense shield initiated. Our shields are down. Massive hull damage reported. Warning, shields collapsed.
Whew.
Shield status critical. Collapse is imminent. Z.
We almost got smoked. Chewed up.
Reports of hostiles in
And
the
what
area.
happened
Shields
was
restored, sir.
we jumped right next to their shipyard. That is so far is the one place. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes if you sit there, you won't get much. Sometimes you'll get 30 to 40 ships coming at you like we just saw. Now, if you want to see what happens to the end and the conclusion of that, you want to keep your eyes open for a new series I'm putting out, a little 4-part series called Onslaught. That'll show you these big boys in action, live or die, stand or defeat. So again, you can see everything's slowly coming back online here. And one thing, additional thing I did want to show you is when you anchor and land, you don't have to wait. Slowly this will repair, but you can repair it yourself, as well as always rearm. And then of course you can go in, change your loadout, do your other such things if you need to. And always remember to sell off whatever you picked up in combat. For instance, like this and these, because you can get some pretty good value going there, and that's why you always want to make sure you're picking those up. So there you go, folks. I'm the Rev. I'd like to thank you for watching, and we've still got one more to do in our series here, which, like I said, will be the mining stuff. So there won't be as much combat, but we'll be going over all the systems, the kind of things that you want to do and think and prepare if you want to take and run a mining ship. So, once again, I'm the Rev. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time if the gods don't get me first. Or the wife.